Welcome back to the weekend. This morning we're back in my kitchen and we're with Anita Raphael. Anita, what's your deal with turnips?
Well, I'm a volunteer with the Gilfeather Turnip Festival, so I came up today to teach you how to make Gilfeather turnip latkes out of the Vermont state vegetable.
Excellent. And so how's this work? What are we doing?
Well, latkes are a traditional dish, as you know, for Hanukkah. The Ashkenazi Jews, they would have made it with potatoes, but we're substituting Gilfeather turnip.
Switching it up. Earlier, we grated about 5 cups of this.
That's
it takes
correct.
a little kind of work with the box grater, but you build some muscle. And just going to start by putting
Yes, you want to start with the grated turnips, and then we're going to add a little bit of minced scallion.
Okay.
You can add a lot or a little bit, depending on how you like it.
Okay.
We like ours a little spicy. We've used the white part and the green to add a little bit of color to the latke.
Excellent. So where did this recipe come from?
Well, this recipe is from the 3rd edition of the famous Gilfeather Turnip Cookbook, which my organization created.
We have the scallion now incorporated, and we got a couple more ingredients to go through. What's next?
So you want to add 2 eggs lightly beaten.
Alrighty. So we have the flour.
We're going to add the flour, and it's going to get a little pasty, so you might want.
I can just wash my hands after.
Okay.
I'm so used to having my hands filthy in the kitchen.
Now I'm going to hold that for you. Now you want to blend that in well.
It looks like the flour is all nice and incorporated, and we just need to season this guy.
Yes, salt and pepper to taste.
Okay, I'll let you do that. Grate it right up. About how big do you want these guys?
You want them to be about the size of your palm with a little bit of thickness in the middle.
How's that look?
That looks good. When they cook up, the edges will get brown and crispy, but the middle will still stay nice and creamy.
So you kind of get the best of both worlds.
Right. You're going to want to make 4 ahead of time if your frying pan holds 4, and while you're doing that, I'll get the oil heating. It takes a while for the oil to heat, and you want to bring it up to just below the smoking point. You don't want it to smoke or burn. Your oil should be about 3/4 of a cup in a 12-inch pan, and that way it just comes up to around the edges of the latke. Just to make sure the oil is hot enough, we're going to fry a little pinch of turnips here.
So we formed a few patties ahead of time. So is it time to get
It's
to the
time to
fun part?
cook. It's time to cook.
All right, how's this work?
Well, we want to put them in as quickly as possible, almost all at once, so that they all fry and cook at the same time. So just drop them in. Be very careful with your spatters and all of that.
Oh, yes.
I think we're going to do 4.
We're protected from the spatters with these great aprons.
We're wearing our Gilfeather turnip aprons. So cute. Now, this is exactly what we want to see. Vigorous frying around the edges. You want to watch your heat. Turn it down a little bit. You don't want them to burn. And you know they're ready to turn when the bubbling subsides a little bit. You give them a little turn.
Oh,
That's what you want to see. Golden brown and delicious.
So you're going to get a mix of crunch and creaminess all in the same bite.
Now, when you take these out of the pan, you want to get a little bit of oil. So I'm using a fish spatula here because it has good drainage. And then you want to just give them a second to drip off, being very careful not to spatter.
Now for my favorite part of the shoot. We got to try all this work that we did and make sure it came out okay, all right?
Yes, we like to serve them with applesauce or maple syrup or both. And our applesauce was made from the apples of the official largest apple tree in the state of Vermont.
That's awesome.
Right?
Very cool.
Let me know what you think.
It's really good. I like the crunchiness on the outside with the creaminess on the inside. And then you get a little tanginess with the apple. You can't go wrong.
And
then, of course, the scallion just kind of come through as like a light oniony undertone.
Very good.
Well, thank you so much for sharing this recipe with us this morning. It's been great, and we'll have it posted online a bit later this morning.
Thanks, Nick.
Thank you.
Oh my gosh, she is a doll.
Oh, she really is.
I love her.
And those latkes are really good. The bonus too is you don't have to like drain off any water out of the turnips like you do normally, like with potatoes or if you did them with zucchini or anything like that.
Neat.
So it's one less step to have to deal with, which is really nice.
That is so nice, and I'm holding a piece of pie because Leon and Dixie Lestage, who are weekend viewers from Heinsberg, brought us a pie. They were inspired by the fry and the pie tour, so let's taste it.
Yeah, we're gonna have to make sure it's as good as it looks. Very, very good.
It was such a treat seeing them this morning, so thank you so much.
Definitely made our morning.
In the meantime, we're talking snow.
Oh, yes, in a big way. We've had up to 9 inches of snow in Bolton Valley. So today, that precip is going to be tapering off this morning in the mountains, just lingering a little bit longer. And then as we get into the afternoon, we may see a little bit of sunshine and temperatures getting up into the 40s. The wind's also going to be a big story today. Could gust as high as 40 miles per hour at times. About 3,000 Vermonters without power this morning. That number could even go up a little bit because we have all the snow on the limbs in some cases and the wind isn't going anywhere yet. Blustery on Monday, Tuesday with a few more mountain snow showers as a trough begins to move into the region. That trough sticks around even again until Wednesday.